Well, guys, as you know, it is 9:34 p.m. and I'm up working, talking to you. Why? But anyway, neither here nor there. Okay, guys, got stuff to talk about. All right, first of all, let me talk about. We're gonna talk about a new movie and we're gonna talk about an old movie because I don't know. First, let's talk about the old movie. Now, y'all know, especially my people, my black people, this movie would never, ever, 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 ever get old to us. That's the clue. Waiting to Exhale. One of the best movies that, I've always said this. This is one of the Waiting to Exhale was one of my favorite all-time favorite movies. One of them, out of many, one of them. Oh my God! Especially when she walked in that office and slapped the hell out of that woman just to speak to her husband. What am I supposed to do for money? my friend James McMillan, he can really play that part to the T. That's his favorite movie as well. But that movie would never get old, and that movie has a lot of good messages in it. If those of you who've seen that movie, I'm pretty sure you know what the messages are. But another movie. So we're gonna talk about a new movie, Shanghai. But back to Waiting to Exhale. Guys, I'm gonna rate this movie a 10 because it's never old. It's a 10. So Shanghai. It's the new movie by Marvel. Marvel is still coming out with their superhero movies. So we gotta love them, guys. We gotta love them. Shanghai, it was good. I don't know. It really didn't keep my interest because it wasn't a typical Marvel movie. I really don't know too much about the guy Shane, whatever his name is. But I don't really know too much about him. But it was good. A lot of action. But I would give it a 7 out of 10. I really would give it a 7. I just wish it was more about his story because I really don't know. Both those movies you can find on Hulu. That was Waiting to Exhale, which is a 10, and Shanghai, which is a 7 out of 10. So you can find both those movies on Hulu. They are streaming on Hulu, guys. Yes, I watch all my Hulu stuff. Yes, I do. TV shows that would never get old. Golden Girls, number 1. Yes, typical gay show. Yeah, for myself. Typical gay. Golden Girls will forever be one of my number 1 TV series. Especially them girls, them hoes be... Them girls, I don't like to call them hoes. But them females, them women, because they are women. God bless the ones that passed on to be with him. Our last Golden Girl, Betty White. She's the last one alive, but they be going off on that show, and you just can't help but laugh at each and every episode because there's always something funny to laugh at, and there's always something you can relate to in that show in each and every episode. I'm pretty sure there's something you can relate to. I know it's not a lot that I could, but I just started back over to season 1 because I actually like the show that much. So that was one of my favorite shows I had to put out there. Comedian of the Hour. Yes, guys, I'm kind of reading from my list right now. Comedian of the Hour. Let me pull him up. Let me pull him up for you. It's my boy. Let me search him. Here we go. I Am Tony Talks. Yes, guys. Follow him on Instagram, TikTok. I think he has a Facebook page. Let me check and see. He has a Facebook page and he has a YouTube page. Follow him and you can order some of his products on because you see he has it. He have his website on his. Oh no. Too many others. I think he have his website in one of his bios or whatever. But he does sell little nice shirts. It has his logo, I Am Tony Talks, on it. But the guy is hella funny. I came across him like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I want to say, and it's the walk for me. And it's all the other different characters that he plays that a lot of them really don't have a name because he haven't really named them, but he is hilarious, guys. I need you guys to really follow him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook if he has one, TikTok, and just look at his videos. I promise you, you will not regret it. I promise you, you will love his videos. Promise you, promise you, promise you, promise you. And let's talk about this job market. As you guys know, I am relocating to Gainesville. I'm trying to go by the end of this year, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, so it might be next year. Either or, I'm moving to Gainesville. I love it up there. A lot of possibilities up there for me, so I'm gonna take my... I don't look at South Florida as my home anymore because you really can't live down south anymore. It done got too expensive. Rent done got too high, but the paychecks remain the same. Everything's going up but the paycheck. And you know, speaking of that, it's like I don't understand. I love the president. Don't get me wrong. I don't get into politics because we all have our different points of views when it comes to politics. But everybody's always talking about the upper class and the middle class, but nobody's talking about the lower class. The class that lives from paycheck to paycheck, the class that get a paycheck but that can barely pay their rent. That class where we're working just to pay bills and rent, but we can barely put food on the table. So we're trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. So something has to change. Somebody has to talk about the lower class, that lower class that is living on the streets. I think sometimes I wonder, why do we need a government? Why can't we just be an independent state? Because it seems like the decisions that the government is making is not really helping the people. We're putting so much money into the government, but it's so hard for us to get money out of the government. But people can come over here and gyp the government just like that and not put a dime into the government because they get paid underneath the table and get cash. So they're able to pay for everything in cash. But yet they're still living on housing while taxpayers paying their way, and they're not even paying back into the system. So I don't understand that. Why isn't the government looking into those type of things? Why is the government so blind to the fact that the Americans can't even live an American dream, but we have people come over here living in a better dream than Americans? So why isn't that talked about? Why isn't the government doing something about that? The money is so mismanaged by each party. The money is so mismanaged to the point one party want to give to the rich while the other party want to give to everybody because everybody is looked at equal. But at the same time, nobody is looking at that party that really, how can I say that? Nobody's looking at that party that's living here basically for free and not paying taxes but collecting money from the government. Nobody's looking at that party. Why is it that we have to pay their way when they're capable of paying their own way? And some of them have cars where they can work, cards, work visas and all that. Some of them can get jobs, but they choose not to get the job that pays the actual check. They want to get the job that will pay them under the table. so they can keep all the cash without paying taxes. Something has to be done with that because it's not fair. But let's go within the job market where these people say they're hiring and they're hiring, but they only want to hire people with experience in that area. How do you expect a person to have the experience in that area if you don't give them? You can't tell a person that you have on the job training, but yet you don't want to hire them to give them the training. How stupid does that sound? So your on the job training means nothing. You just wasted your time plus the interviewer's time. The interviewer and the interviewee. You don't wasted both parties' time interviewing someone, knowing the resume basically says the whole job experience. But you waste time trying to interview and give the person the benefit of the doubt, knowing already that they really didn't qualify because you really wasn't going to give them the on-the-job training. Something's wrong with that picture, and something needs to be done about people like that, about companies like that. Don't call me for no damn interview if you know you ain't trying to hire me because I ain't got the training. Don't call nobody for an interview knowing damn well that you're not trying to hire them because they ain't got the training. If you're gonna give them the damn training because you guys have the on-the-job training, give them the damn training and start wasting people damn time. That's why you guys have the money and the budget to do it. Some of you guys just choose. Some of these companies just choose to spend the money elsewhere versus on good employees. This is why a lot of people leave certain jobs because employers don't really think of them as valuable. And the employers are not giving the employees the training that they need to do the job properly. So they leave and go somewhere where they would do that. And it's not all employees, it's a lot of employers out there that will not do that. And it's sad. So therefore, I say this: don't waste people's time interviewing them. It's a waste of damn time. And excuse my French, but it just pisses me off. Because you got people out there that really need a job, and you guys are not hiring these people, but yet you got posted, we're hiring. Unpost the bitch if you're not going to hire the person that's coming to interview, especially when you know and you're saying perfect and good job to all the questions that the answer they give you to your question, and they answering the question perfectly, and you still not getting a job. That's you full of shit. That company is full of shit. It need to be a site for companies like that. It really does. Need to be a site for companies that does that to people. So that way, these companies are rated on how they hire people. It needs to be a site. Somebody should create that site. Make sure you give me some of the benefits. Create that site. But yeah, that pisses me the hell off. The job market it's a gamble. It's a damn gamble. Another thing, guys. Guys, I just got this cool case for my AirPods, and I got it from Amazon. Of course, you see what mine say, AMJ. God loves you. And you can get it custom. It's clear, and it's also keychain. And you can get it custom made, guys. You can get it custom made. You can get it custom made like mine. No, Mom, you cannot have it because I know we have the same initials. Me, you, my sister. 3 of us have the same initials, and no, you can't have it. Get your own. But it's cool. So go check on Amazon. Get this product. It's awesome. Let me see. I need to check and see what it's called. You know, I have to, I'm an Amazon-aholic. Amazon-aholic. Oh, here's the product. Here it is right here, guys. Let's go. Here it is. So, check them out on Amazon. You see it is Amazon. You can custom make it to where it's yours. As you can see, oh, what the heck did I do? As you can see, it is Amazon. It's Amazon. What the hell just keep doing this shit for? God damn it. Oh. See, it's Amazon. So check it out on Amazon. That's the coolest thing out. That's one of the cool things that I bought, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So guys, I'm gonna start doing. I'm reading this book. It's by Michael Basin. It's an old book. I need to find it, by the way. I think it's in my bag. Hold on for a second. In my house. How many people gonna be there? Oh, found it. Hey, get it, don't stop, stay with it. Okay. It's called Never Satisfied. Finished it. Never Satisfied, How and Why Men Cheat by Michael Basin. Really, really good book. I suggest you guys pick it up in your nearest stores and read it. It's really, really good. And it's almost, I guess the book was written back in the 90s. But it's a really good book, guys. Again, it's called Never Satisfied, How and Why Men Cheat by Michael Basin. I know it's an old book. And there's another book that he wrote called Men Cry in the Dark. Couldn't put it down. One of my favorite black authors. Really good. So I'm gonna start putting books on so you guys can see the books that I read. So I read all type of books. I've read all the Harry Potters and stuff like that too. So don't feel bad. I even read Goosebumps. I like crazy books that catch my attention. If it doesn't catch my attention, I'll read it. So get that book. That's all for today, guys. I'm gonna go. It's actually 9:52, and I've been talking to you guys for 17 minutes, and I gotta work in the morning. Damn, God damn shit. Fuck. Why money ain't free? Shit. Why money ain't free? Money needs to be free.
Who's people Bryson? 2 years ago I renewed my license. Anyway, why'd I start my verse like that? You can suck on, no.